Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Humankind. So before we jump into today's episode, I'd like to note something that was changed in the recent patch, which we had addressed very early in the series. I talked about this empire here, this character here, who's currently the Aztecs. So throughout the world, that character from the very beginning was able to start influencing independent peoples. And I told you guys I experienced that once before, had something to do with that particular leader, and it didn't make any sense how he would be influencing everybody around the world, all the independent peoples, even peoples he had never met from the very beginning. And that is because there was a bug, and it's not with this character, it's with whoever is the third leader. So when you're starting a new game and you're selecting all of the leaders that you're playing with, the first slot, of course, will be the player's leader. And then you'll have the second slot will be the first AI leader that you select. And then the third slot is the second AI leader that you select. So that third slot was bugged so that whoever was in that third slot, which I had this guy in the third slot in this match and in my previous match that I did before we started the series. And whoever's in that third slot could see the entire map from the beginning of the game. So it was a bug, and so that's the reason why he was able to influence all those independent peoples right from the start in both of this campaign and the last one I played, because it was a bug. So that was fixed in the recent patch, and it has nothing to do with that particular leader, which I did say don't put him in your games because of that. It has nothing to do with him though. That would have happened with anybody. And so I'm wondering if there's any other weird, slot bugs, considering the fact that this guy here in this campaign and in the last one has been doing extraordinarily well. And I had the same leader set up in both of these. I'm just wondering if there's any more, bugs that might be tied to the particular slot that somebody's in. Because that's kind of a weird one. You wouldn't think that that would have any effect, even for a bug. But yeah, it does. So that's been fixed. And they're slowly, patching all the bugs and the balance issues. And it's just one of the negatives whenever you're playing a game at launch these days. It's unfortunate. I wish it wasn't like that. But that is the way it is these days. That when you play a game at launch, I don't know, you're not getting as good as experience as what you'll get if you wait a couple months. And that's just across all genres. I mean, maybe some AAA games, maybe, but even them, even like a Rockstar game, you're not getting the best experience if you play at launch. And they're a company that takes like 6 years to make their games. And so it's just kind of the way modern gaming is. So you just got to wait for all the patches. It almost feels like it's just not worth playing games at launch anymore. Because your first couple campaigns in this, for me, they've been full of little issues and stuff. It's just kind of the way gaming is. Most of us don't like it, but what are you going to do? I guess you could just stop buying games at launch, and maybe that'll change the way these developers do things. I don't know. We'd have to all kind of do that because one person ain't gonna make much of a difference. But we did get another star here, guys. So that has now got us 12 stars. This is the most stars we've gotten in an age. And is that the last one we're waiting on? No, we're waiting on the science one. Because I don't expect we'll get any of these other ones. We just won't be able to get the influence fast enough to get that one, I think. And we got the population one, which is the other one we're waiting on. So that means we're not waiting on anything except for that science one. So just 2 more techs. And then we're going to leave this age, guys. And the Dutch should be done with this war. Since we took their capital, have nothing left. We'll go through these real quick. Yeah, they got 0 war support, so we'll be doing the peace treaty. Just had a loud-ass helicopter go overhead, so going to have to cut that out. But yeah, what I was saying last episode is that, we should probably, make her a vassal rather than annex her. And I did ask you guys' opinion, and pretty much everybody seemed to agree with me, except for one person who wanted me to take control of the entire continent, so the whole continent would be, ours. But most people seem to agree because of the fact that, our city problem. This is the issue, is that we just have too many cities. And look at all these outposts that we're waiting to build right now. We have a total of 1, 2. I think there's another one somewhere. Oh yeah, here 3. Here's another one 4. 4 outposts plus this one, 5. So 5 total outposts that we're just waiting to make, which we just don't have the influence to do right now. And so I don't think that getting another city that would then reduce our influence by a couple hundred, and then we'd have to destroy it and rebuild it. Yeah, I just don't know if that's the best way to go. And then we're not building any influence up because we're 3 over the cap. And so yeah, I just don't know I don't know that's really an option for us because of the issues we're having. So if we have enough war score, which we do, to vassalize her, I think it's kind of like the only thing we can do. And we'll just let her keep all her territory here. I don't really see any reason to take control of all this. And we could get away with taking one of these outposts. And it would be an outpost, so we wouldn't have to worry about, you know, any of the issues that might be caused by, I mean, I guess the more outposts you have and stuff, there are some negatives for that. But is it worth it? I do like the idea of getting these obelisks of the gods. That would be nice. So you could take this one outpost from her, and then she just has these two here. And that might be the best way to do it, actually. Or we could just vassalize her and then get the money, which would be 1375 in reparations. So that would be one option. But yeah, I'm thinking about taking this one outpost here. Because again, it would be an outpost. It's not a city, so we don't have to worry about destroying it or anything like that. So that might be the best way to go. And plus, it would kind of look strange here if she had this here, you know, wrapping around, but she doesn't have any of the other territory here. And she'll probably just get it taken from her anyways. So it's just going to be something I'm going to have to take from this guy. So I think that might be the way we do it, though. It looks like we can't because, yeah, we don't border it. All right, so that's not even a choice. Never mind then. All right, so that's unfortunate. We'll let us take this one, though, because it borders right there. But yeah, we're not going to take any of them. We'll just take the money, guys. It's fine. We'll leave her all the rest. It'd be even stranger map-wise to take this middle one from her. You know, that'd result in her territory being separated. Just look kind of odd. So yeah, we're going to do this. As far as how useful she'll be as a vassal, not much. She's very weak. She's not going to help out in wars much. And as far as her, you know, actual money that she's going to be getting us, because you get the money, a percentage of their income. She probably doesn't make a lot, so we're not going to get a whole bunch of money from this. I suppose we can look to see exactly what we're getting. 1585. Okay, so let's just see exactly how much that increases when we force her surrender. And of course, grant her freedom whenever we wanted to. We now control all of her relations. Also, we're going to be able to trade for her resources, and she can trade for ours, and it doesn't cost anything to do so. It's all free. And then, of course, we get the control beliefs, the share vision, the share resources, and the control foreign policy here for the treaties. And so she is now our vassal, and we're actually losing money from what we were making. I don't know how it went down, but yeah, it actually went down. But you can see exactly how much you're getting from her here by hovering over it, which is plus 44. So we are getting some money from her. And plus 44 is not a lot because, again, she's a very poor vassal. I mean, that's like an outpost or two worth of money. Excuse me, I meant a district or two worth of money. So really not a lot. But again, our problem was, of course, our having too many cities. She does have this here. Okay, I didn't see that she had that there. All right, that's interesting. If we had owned this outpost, we could have took that from her. Okay, yeah, I wasn't aware she had that. But again, we don't have this outpost right now, so it wasn't really an option for us. All right, so again, these guys just got to sit here and wait. I guess we can move them. Like, I suppose you'd put your outpost somewhere up here. Yeah, I guess that's what you do. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, I suppose you'd put it up here somewhere. And so, yeah, we just got units waiting everywhere. Just waiting to set up outposts right now. This guy did delete that city, so I guess we'll have him skip his turn. And I think it's like 2,000 something influence is needed. So next turn, we should be able to get an outpost set up. We did get the Gatling Elephant built, which is awesome. This guy's pretty powerful at 59 combat rating. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So yeah, he's a really good unit. And so we're going to be making use of him. We'll put him in one of these armies, I think. Maybe this one here. Yeah, this is a pretty decent army, I suppose. They do have one of the mortars. They don't have any cabs, so we'll probably pull one out. I think this cab's supposed to go in that unit. Yeah, we'll likely pull some of these guys out, kind of rearrange our armies, I think. Would be the best way to go about doing this. And start getting ready for the next war, which would be against... Well, no, we haven't finished up with the Aztecs. We'll probably take the Aztecs out next. So he's supposed to be ransacking this. Not sure what happened that if we didn't start it, or... Looks like we could do it a lot quicker if we just brought the whole army into this, so that's what we're going to do. Also, we do want to take out this guy here. And we can't set up the outpost right now, so there's no reason not to do this. He'll retreat anyway, so it's fairly irrelevant. We could also bring the elephant in if he retreats this way. And so we will not move the elephant yet, in the hope that he retreats and he comes this way, which he did not. He did not come this way. Okay, so the Norsemen continue to like end treaties with us. Gained the traitor trait. Oh, they ended our alliance. And blocked all the trade routes. Okay, so it's not really surprising that we're starting to have troubles with everybody. Again, we're going to have a lot of difficulty having any kind of alliances. So they're allied, so we can demand they break this. I guess we'll do that.
What are you doing?
I've been trying to propose a defusal with them so we can make friends with the Celts. So let's try that out and see if they're willing to accept it. Looks like they did reject it.
Will not resolve this.
Tried that once before. They rejected it that time as well. Again, we're probably just going to have more and more issues with any kind of relations.
If you seek.
And yeah, we'll go and demand that.
You weren't a true friend.
We'll just go through all these grievances, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, everybody's allied with the Mycenaeans.
Undo your
Yeah, we'll make all these demands.
or you will be undone.
And
When agreements become shackles, they must be broken. Regardless
so
of the
he
timing.
does have one demand, right? Yeah, he has one demand. He wants us to declare war with the Zulu. So let's go ahead and make our own demand then.
If I cannot teach you,
And I'm going to see if he's willing to defuse this. He is not. Okay. So yeah, we lost that one ally we had, which does mean we lose money. I think that's what happened.
Let's see how second sight.
How we lost some money there is because, remember, I think we get, was it like 5%? Is it 5% money or 5% science? I'll have to look at that. We have one of those bonuses that depends on us having an ally. So with the Zulu here, you know, I was trying to make amends with him as well.
Like now, when friends must help each
The Zulu have sent you a crisis defusal proposal
resolve this.
where we both will withdraw our demands. Okay, yeah, I'm actually okay with this because I don't even really want to fight Beowulf. I think he'd be a fantastic ally because he's like right here on the borders of our empire. We tried this before. I think it was them I sent the defusal off to, not the Celts. And he refused it initially, but he's willing to sign it now, so let's do that, because we need a trade partner, like, desperately. So let's go ahead and try and open up the trading of luxuries. He did accept that, so now we'll be able to trade for his goodies. We'll wait to do that, though. Okay, so I think we still have a few things down here that we haven't looked at yet, so we'll go through the rest of these. Okay. Most of this is just changes with the Norsemen and our relationship with them. So let's go ahead and start getting our armies moved over here, since we know that we're going to be attacking him next. Make sure that we have complete control of the continent here. So we do take this out here in 4 turns. That's kind of slow because there's only 2 units doing it. And where did that one guy go? Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't see him. He's a hidden unit. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and have these guys join here. And then maybe we'll pull one out. Yeah, I think we're going to pull one of these units out, one of the musketmen. We'll pull him out so the elephant can then join them. And we wouldn't want them to join them while they're ransacking. They should be fairly quick now because it's a much smaller army. Yeah, now it's only with 2 turns. So we'll start the ransacking process there. And I guess we can go and try and figure out where that unit is. Yeah, we can't see him. Remember, you got to be next to him in order to see him. Alright, so these guys still need to be upgraded to the steam frigates. And we can't do that in her territory now. But we're not going to do that. We have a lot of units that we could be upgrading, honestly. And we also want to set up some trades, so I think that should be the priority. Now, as far as where our units are going to go. So we're going to need a unit down here to attack this way. We need a unit staying in the New World doing all this. We're probably going to build a secondary army in here, actually. We need somebody to take out these outposts here, just so he doesn't have them. This will also take his pearls from him. And then you'd want to land here after this has been dealt with. You could also come attack the New World from this direction. and his capital is way up here. So it's pretty safe unless you're to go up around here. But then you got to go through Polish territory, which they're, or excuse me, that's the Mycenaeans. Yeah, they're not going to let us go through there, and you can't go up in this area. So yeah, you're going to want to strike here, and then I guess you can come down that way, and then army down here. All right, so we're going to, after we take these guys out, we're probably going to have 3 armies up on this coast is what I'm thinking. Okay, but let's go and continue getting ready for the war with him, since that'll be next. And then we'll have, I guess, this army and this army attack into there. Just have 2 armies do this. And I suppose we can throw these guys over there just to get them up to full strength. And maybe we'll give them a cav unit as well. So yeah, we're just going to dip through here, get all these units moving. So these guys are done here. And we had them healing up. And are they done with that? They are. They are done healing. We can also get them upgraded to line infantry, but I don't think we're going to do that right now. I think we're going to keep them as is and go ahead and push into his territory. I think they should be fine doing that attack over there. The other option would be go this way. Okay, we already own that because this is part of the city, so we don't have to go that way. So we're just going to go straight up to that city, and I think that's the last city here in the New World that connects for them. And we might have the war done at that point. They're pretty low on the war support. So yeah, I think just taking that city, if we even have time to do that, would be enough to do the trick. So that's the next objective here. Still need to get these upgraded. Really though, I think we should go ahead and start the process of moving back over to here, because obviously this can take a while. So yeah, let's go and start moving over there, guys. This is going to take quite a long time. This guy here is still waiting to set up an outpost here, so just got to keep on skipping his turn, unfortunately. And it looks like I only brought 1 unit. Damn it. Alright, so he needs to go merge with him. Then we have 3 cities that have finished up the construction, probably of all floating markets. So let's go ahead and get some more floating markets, maybe? Again, it's just worth so much money. I know that's not really Ito's thing. But you can see our money production just continues to decline. It looks like we're going to get the same amount no matter where we put this here, so we'll just put it right there. And the production is helpful, but really we're doing this for the money. Because yeah, the money is always a problem as you modernize your units. Another floating market built over here. Do you want to get another one? See how much we'd get from these. It's not giving us a recommended, and we're just not getting as much money. We already have this one here, so let's... I think the best way to get money would be to do the market quarters here. Yeah, you can get 29 gold right here. So yeah, we'll do a market quarter right there. And then over here in Bangkok, of course, they just finish up the construction of that elephant. And this has really kind of become our unit producing city. And I think we're going to continue with that. We might want to get something to be able to build these faster, though, because as you see, these modern units do take a long time. Let me see if they have anything. It looks like they already have all that. That's right. Let me see if there's anything for science that would be really worth getting. I don't know how much they have when it comes to science districts. They do have quite a few science districts, so it could be beneficial to get something here for that. But we do need to continue building units as well. Oh, and it looks like we haven't even built one of these in the main area. Okay, well, we got to get one of these then. All right, we'll put it right here. We have 2 actual events here. One of us is a follow-up for the Artifact of War. This is the 3rd event for it. Looks like it'll be the final one. Visiting experts and grand tours of the latest cutting-edge scientific analysis, the young scholar spared no expense in her efforts to decipher the immense stele. Sadly, the script remained stubbornly beyond comprehension. She was either unlucky or a charlatan, but either way, little has been gained from the endeavor. That's unfortunate. I wonder if that's like a random event chance of whether it succeeds or not. Got another civic available, guys, but can't take advantage of it right now, which is unfortunate. You can seize resources or trade resources. So there's 2 choices here: 30+ war support, increase when declaring war on relations, and negative 20% required resource deposit to be able to create wondrous resource deposits. Most of those are likely already gotten, I would assume. All right, so I think that's the end of the turn. No, we got to spend our money. So what we'll probably want to do is take a look at our new trade partner and see what kind of goodies he has, and just hope we don't have it cut off again. Now, we could trade for his copper. I think we have a third source of copper. We just lost it due to destroying a city, so we should get that back. So not worried about that. So what we're looking for is things that give us science, money, and food. We don't really need the production, honestly. So this is 2+ food per saffron on farmer's quarters, so you could actually get quite a bit of food. Yeah, you can get a lot of food for that. This is 2% food per tea. You can get a lot of food from that too, frankly. Some of our cities are producing quite a bit of it. And this is +5 science. Okay, let's see how much these are all worth. So we're looking at 765, 709, cheapest for the gold, which you can always use more money. For these teas here, we're looking at 270, so that's pretty cheap. How about the saffron here? 918, so the saffron's going to be a bit more expensive. So you know what, let's get the tea, because we do need more food. We always need more food, and some of these are pretty darn cheap. So we'll get all the cheap ones for the tea. As for the saffron here, is there any that are... I only looked at the one. Looks like they're 918. We'll get one. We do need to be using money for upgrading units, of course. And then I think we might get this if it's cheap. It is 382. Always get more science is useful. And then the papyrus. Yeah, why not? If it's cheap. It's 532. That's not bad. So we'll get that, and then maybe 1 gold. If it's not too expensive, I think I found one 709, so we'll get the 1 gold. Alright, so I think that's enough for this one. So yeah, just finally got a trade partner here. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't know if he's losing land to the Celts or if this is how it always looked. Well, the Norse are certainly having some difficulties down there. Alright, so I think ready to end our turn now, because I don't think we have enough money to upgrade anybody right now. God, that was a long turn right there. As far as time it took to get through that. Continuing to grow in population. And the Celts, will they end that non-aggression pact that we had with them? Yeah, it looks like it. They ended the non-aggression pact. They're probably not happy with us trading, which I would assume would be their rival right here since they're neighbors. Yeah, they're probably not very happy about that. So we can finally set up an outpost here. So now the question is, where do you want to set the outpost up first? Now, you can see it's going to be 1961 here. But I don't think that's the best place because remember, you got to worry about decay. And so you want to have it in the location that's been decaying for the longest, which would probably be one of these two here. And this one's pretty beneficial when I want to attach it to Bangkok. So let's go and get the outpost set up here first. And as for where we're going to set this up, not entirely sure. This is not owned by him. No, it's not owned by him. Yeah, it's not indicating where would be the best location for us. The ruins are right there, so that's where they had them before. That is not a great location. It might be the best one, though. You're looking at 21 goodies total. You're getting 22 there. So we'll just kind of dip around and see where we can get the most. Because I'm not getting any indicator. We should be over here to make sure we're getting the access to all those goods there. Here you're getting all the goods that are being provided by the districts is what I mean. Here you're getting 27 because you're opening up new areas that weren't open before. I think we're going to put it here because it's going to be attached to Bangkok, and Bangkok needs food because they're kind of our unit producing city, and they're the one that's closest to them over here, so I think they'll continue to be our unit producing city. I suppose Ito's just as close. But Ito's building other things, so yeah, we'll put it right here, guys. That should stop any decay of the districts here. It's basically the decay speed is the health. Once the health of the, once it's not it's not owned by anybody, then all the districts will slowly start decreasing in health until they completely lose their health, in which case they would then become, so the next one's 2050, in which case they would then become a ruin. So I just got to keep waiting with these units, guys. And then they're going to come over here, though we want to wait until they're done. Yeah, we should wait until they're done. So we don't stop that process. Oh, can I attack him? Yeah, let's attack this elephant if we can, or excuse me, use this elephant to attack this unit if we can. Looks like might not be able to right now. No, it's gonna have to be another turn. We could try bringing this guy in. Suppose the direction we'd want to attack from. Probably just want to attack from this direction right here. Yeah, you got the walls up along there. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. So go ahead and move these guys over here. And then I guess you'd have these guys go here for now. Let's skip their turn. Alright, so we have both units selected this time, so let's go ahead and get them moving over here together. And then these guys are going to probably wrap all the way around here. Though once we get into this territory, we might want to control them manually, just in case there's anybody we got to attack along the way. So yeah, these guys are continuing up here. Doesn't look like we'll be able to do the siege. Oh wait, we could do it right there. Though it does look like this is going to be a tougher siege, and we won't have our ships either. I imagine they have some other units helping them out. So we're going to want to make sure we have good good terrain here, which I'm not seeing good terrain in this location, because to use that high ground, you know, one of them's a river tile, and then you're next to the walls. There's really not a whole lot of locations that are off the walls, in fact. So if they attack us, we're in a bad position right from the start. Here you're really bad. Yeah, that's not any better. This one's a decent one, I think. I think that's the way we'll go. Yeah, all the rest of these are kind of cruddy. Yeah, I think we'll attack from that direction. We'll see if there's any other ones. I think this one's fine, though. I'm not big on the river right there. Yeah, I suppose I'm not a big fan of the river. Maybe attacking from right there. This is what we'll do. We'll go here. It'll give us more options next turn. Because I imagine with them having the closer combat strength, they're going to attack us immediately as soon as we start that siege. That would just be my guess. Kyoto finished up their floating market. There's no more floating markets left to build, so they have all the possible ones they can get, which is excellent. So let's go and see. Yeah, we keep looking. I keep looking at these damn train stations, and I already know that there's no. We don't need to get the train station here right now. Not just yet. They need to get other things, probably stuff for money. We can also build more ships. That's always helpful too. Now you see we're at 1927. All those floating markets have really started adding up here. Could do this one here. This would probably generate a good sum of money, I assume. I mean, we're not really trading much, but you do get the +5 for each harbor. They do have a lot of harbors. The floating market, I think, might be considered a harbor. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a market quarter and a maker's quarter, so that's not considered a harbor. But we do have all those harbors, so that would be beneficial. 2+ money for trader. And get a little bit from that. Get about 12 gold. It's probably not the best way to go. The thing is that it's so expensive. That makes it kind of not worth it. Okay, so with all that in mind, maybe a science thing would be the best thing to get. Like this 10% science. That's not a huge amount of science, though. Do we have a lot of science districts? Let me just see, because yeah, we're not really earning a lot. Yeah, I guess it's not really a science location, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to get another market quarter, because we can get a lot of gold from market quarters, so we'll do 25 gold here. Cairo is done with their floating market. Do we want to get another one? Can just build this whole area out of floating markets, which just kind of gel really well together, and then you're getting 68 gold. That is fantastic, man. Just had a plane go overhead. I'm assuming the Air Force is doing something today, because yeah, this is a lot of vehicles going overhead right now. We live in Colorado Springs, and there's an Air Force base. I mean, it's not exactly nearby, but it's you know, here in the city, so we constantly have aircraft flying overhead, and some days are worse than others, particularly when they're like doing training missions and stuff. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing out there, because that's pretty loud today. But I didn't want to build just floating markets here, because this is not about money in this city. We want really more science. We're always looking for more science here, and the food obviously is a good situation now because of that trading. But all it takes is for those trade routes to be cut off, and then we're in trouble. But I don't see how we can not build these. They're just so useful. But you're getting 14 production, 1 influence, and all that gold, 68 gold. I mean, yeah, I feel like we gotta build them. So that's what we're gonna do. And plus, we only have maybe 10 more turns, if that. Oh my lord, guys! Another jet just went overhead. Good God, I don't know if I'm able to get this video finished. Cause yeah, they're just so loud. Like it's still kind of going over right now, but it's not as loud. So. I know that when they're at their peak, that you absolutely have to cut it out because it's just so loud. But hopefully that's the last one. So we don't want any more of these. That's right. We could get another markets quarter here for the 32 gold. However, I think we might want to start getting our rail network set up. Also, we could always use with another unit here 2. I'd like to get an elephant here. But man, that'll take a long time to get building, so I don't think we're going to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and start getting the rail network set up, guys. We could get a little bit of production from it as well, and frankly, we're just going to need it over here to get units moved around at a decent time, especially with only one army. And yeah, you put it here and you get 10 production. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. And that's not really the purpose of the train station. It's not really just about production, obviously. It's about movement. So we did get the floating market here. Yeah, we got all these done at the same time, so that's the reason why we got such a big boost there. Do we want to get another one? I know that we need to be working on science more as well. That's something to consider. I don't know if we can get a lot of science anywhere. I think we looked here last time, and there's just nowhere that's going to generate a lot of science. So I suppose you would want to do the floating market. They're just, again, they're so useful. Let's see where we want to put it. I guess you don't want it really out here on the outside if you can avoid it. And this is for this area? Yeah, this is for this area here. Yeah, I don't see why you'd put it on the outside where it can be easily, ransacked. We'll just put it over here. We'll probably never take advantage of it as far as building next to it. And another jet. It's like every 2 minutes right now, guys. I feel like they're just flying over my house right now. The Air Force must be doing some type of training today. A lot of times when they do their training, I can't even record that day. I just have to we're not doing it today. Just because they don't really give you any opportunities to talk. It's like every couple minutes you got to cut out the jet going overhead. So we could get another floating market here, and again, same situation. You're getting all that money in production. However, they do have food issues here that are going to get worse in just a few turns. So I think that's what we should get, is something for the food problems. So the choices are 19 food here for the harbor, and that'll be for this territory here, or 18 food for the farm. That's actually not that bad for the food rating here, because you're opening up this territory here. I don't know if there's anywhere else we're currently building food. It looks like we could build it, and then you could just have this whole area be farms, I suppose. But yeah, harbors would make the most sense for us, guys, since it's more food at this point. So I think we'll put the harbor here. Just the one that unlocks the most food. Yeah, we'll put it right there. So we do have some money for upgrading units. We'll take a look here and see who we want to upgrade. I guess who's about to go into battle. I don't know that these guys are in our territory. Yeah, they're still in our territory, so we could upgrade one of these. They're really not too bad combat strength wise. So yeah, I think we might get those, though. I really want to get rid of all those musketeers. This is not our territory. Yeah, I really want to get rid of the musketeers. They're so bad. As far as not being able to move and shoot, I think is a huge handicap. So you know what, we're gonna upgrade this guy. Oh, we're not in our own territory, so we cannot upgrade that guy. All right, what about over here? Do we have any musketeers? We do. We have quite a few musketeers, actually. So I'm going to upgrade one of them. All right, excellent. Let's move to the next turn. And it's going to be probably about two more turns before we're able to get another outpost set up. Again, it just takes so long. That did take off one of those turns, which remember, that's what we're waiting for moving to the next age, so pretty useful. Also, we did take this location here, or we destroyed it, I should say. That's 511 extra gold, so that's fantastic. And so what we're going to do is let's go and have this unit move forward. I'm not entirely sure where they're at. I guess if you're attacking from two directions, you'd have one go this way and then one, I suppose, go up this way. So we'll just have him go right here. And then he's just going to station there. And then we're going to go ahead and have him merge. And then these guys here, since I've taken that out, can now move over here. And they're going to join up with that elephant, actually. And there don't have any more points left. So yeah, these guys just got to keep sitting here until we get that 2050. On the, these guys can leave, but yeah, the 2050 on the influence. But yeah, we're done with these guys, so we can have them go ahead and join up with one of these armies. Who doesn't have any cav? They don't. So we'll go ahead and have him join here. And so it looks like we'll have a full two-size armies for this attack. Completely unnecessary, but again, if we can get it done quicker and easier and, have less casualties, then that's a good thing. So yeah, just gonna keep on skipping the turn for all of them. And now we're going to take a look and see if we have a better siege location. So we know we have to hit the walls straight up if we want to have... Yeah, that looks good. See, what I didn't like about this one is over here on the far end, you got those rivers. Also, we get a lot of forest tiles here, which, you know, I don't know if they actually have any ranged units. We don't even know what they have right now, but the forests are good for ranged units. Against ranged units, I should say. So as far as what they have, it's just the... Oh, nope, they do have reinforcements. They have a knight unit. Okay, so it's not just the draftees, they do have a knight, but this should be a pretty easy battle. Much easier than it looks here. They are not attacking us, but we're going to assault. Because again, we got to be aggressive. So we're going to do a manual battle, and one negative here is they could come up around us no matter where I put this guy. He's always going to be exposed to being attacked unless you put somebody on the walls. Because you put them here, they can attack from this direction. You put them here, they can come up around your unit. I know we're going to put a guy there, but this is probably the best location, though. It's the only place you can for sure kind of block them. It would take them multiple turns to get around us unless they had a horse guy, which they do. They have the knights, so the knights could get around here. Here's what it is. What we'll do is we get a combat bonus with these guys, so we'll have them over here. So if the knights come up around here, we'll be able to stab them. And then as far as the rest of these units, we'll have these guys here, and then these guys right here. So we're completely off the walls, and I think that looks good. So let's go and enter deployment, and they're all up in the walls, so they weren't over here. But it's irrelevant. This was the best way to go, and let's just hope they don't send that knight after us. It seems he's way over here. Yeah, there's the knight, but he can get over here in 2 turns. So as far as which one we want to strike at, it looks like we're going to do the same amount of damage regardless. So we'll strike with him last, since these guys are going to be more limited on who they can attack. There we go. Very nice. He can not attack anybody, because it looks like those trees are blocking him. Alright, that's unfortunate. I'm not willing to push forward just for attacking. We'll see if there's a... I guess what you'd want to do is come up around here. Yeah, we'd want to come here and just kind of move them all over. Just a little bit. Again, keeping our units out in front of that mortar. So we'll strike him. He cannot... Okay, so he cannot hit him regardless. Alright, that's unfortunate. So we'll have to hit him here. Hit this guy. I would have shot that guy first if I knew that. Because then we could have got him killed. We didn't actually kill any units this time, so... this guy... I think we'll just probably keep him as is. Let's go and strike with the mortar now. And as far as which one we're going to do the most damage to, just do it to that guy, I guess. And I believe that's everybody, right? Yeah, that's everybody. So let's go ahead and turn around. And I assume they'll come out of the walls and attack us. Why would you just sit there and let us shoot at you? And it should be a pretty easy fight overall. Yeah, the knights would have to come over here and attack this guy. There's no other way to go anywhere else. I guess you could attack them instead, but no matter what, you're going to take very high casualties with everybody who attacks. Yeah, none of these guys are going to do well. Oops. Now the question is how many units are going to be left. The knight, yeah, he must be over here. Oh, these rivers. So I said 2 turns to get over here. That's multiple. I meant 2 rounds. But that's more than 2 rounds because you got to get through these rivers here. Yep. Okay, so yeah, it'll take him quite a while to get over here, actually. He might not even be able to get over here in time. We might have to move up that way, actually. Maybe we will. Let's see how we do here with our range units. Alright, so we're going to strike him first. Didn't quite kill him, so we might want to go and attack the walls this time now. Still can't attack that guy there. We can strike here, though. They did a lot of damage to this guy. Let's just get this guy killed. I could also kill him, I suppose. We'll kill this one. Because I want to go after this knight. I assume he's going to be over here on this river somewhere. He is not. Alright, well I wanted to attack him while he was on the river. And everybody did shoot. Yeah, we could go ahead and attack this guy real quick, and I think we will. They could attack from the walls, but yeah, it's irrelevant. So get rid of that guy. It's going to end our round. This is the final round here. So if they don't attack out of the walls, yeah, we're going to have to move our units a little bit, it looks like. Almost killed him. That was 100 health. He really should be dead. Alright, well, we can't kill him in one hit. We still don't know where that damn knight is. Alright, that's unfortunate that he moved there. What we're going to have to do is kill him with somebody else, frankly. So we'll kill him with this guy. So that way he can go into the walls. It's irrelevant, though, because we didn't kill the knight. I was thinking we could run over here and grab that real quick, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, we unfortunately were not able to kill the knight. I don't know where the hell he went. Yeah, I'm not sure where he went, guys. So I guess you just want to get into the walls at this point. Still want to make sure these guys are protected. Yeah, we'll come over here. Hey, we don't want to get on the river there. We'll just block them from coming over here. Yeah, there's really not much to be done here. Suppose you could have these guys move right here, so they could shoot at him if he did come this direction. He'd get... No, he wouldn't get stopped. That's right, they're not affected by the zone of control. Alright, so we'll have this guy move forward here, and he's unfortunately stuck there. So we'll have to end our round. We'll see what they do. If they don't attack us, which they did not, that means we have to go into the next turn. Alright, so that's unfortunate, just for one knight unit who's either stuck getting through rivers or playing defensively, decided not to attack us. Ito did finish up that floating market, and that is all of the floating markets for them. Excellent. So we were able to get those built in all of our locations. Ito could end up being a place under threat, so you might want to get the bastions there. But I'm really not happy with our current science situation. Let me see if we can't increase that some. Yeah, 23 science here. That's not bad. I think we're going to build this, guys. Yeah. The science is, it's just taking too long to get through these techs. We did get a train station here, and one train station is useless. Let's get another one, so that was actually worth building. And so we're going to want this on the front here somewhere. Obviously, you can get it there to boost the production, but that's really not that far. So let's put it over here. And what I'm thinking... I mean, I guess you could boost here. That lets you move through here quicker, but what I was thinking is you want to be able to either go up this way quicker or that way, and so having it somewhere here would be the best way to go. Maybe just right there, actually. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Get as far across the territory as you can on the rails. So we got that floating market. Excellent. Do we want to get any more? Looks like we could. And get a few over here. See what other options we have. How are they doing on food? They're good on food. So we don't need to get any of these food buildings at this moment. Could always use more influence and science. Let's go ahead and get a unit, I think. Let's continue building up the fleet, guys. I think that's imperative. So let's go and get one more ironclad. I know they're pretty expensive on the upkeep, but we got to get the fleet built up. Another civic, fields of plenty, that we will not be taking advantage of anytime soon. This is whether you nationalize or privatize industries. So yeah, I'm not able to really look at any of those because there's no point. We know we're not going to have the money anytime soon. Could continue to upgrade these guys here. They're not going to be in battle anytime soon though, so... And you can't upgrade these guys because they're not in our territory. So what you might want to do is just have them sweep into our territory real quick so we can upgrade them next turn. Yeah, that looks good. We're making 2,099 gold per turn. Not bad. What we might want to go ahead and do with our money, I hate spending it on the trade routes now because we found ourselves so often losing the trade routes. Ooh, that's 1102. That's expensive. 689 here for the tea. That's more food, so we can always use it. We could also instead get more gold. We'll get the tea, guys. All right, excellent. So just get a little more tea here. It's more food and more stability, which we're no longer having stability issues in any of our cities, so that's good. Moving into turn 249, so almost 250, guys. Not a lot of time left. We did get that encyclopedia finished up, which that did let us get in the civics for cheaper on the influence. Also, we'll be able to get that academy. We're not getting the mercantilism. We want We want the quicker techs. But I'm not sure if we decided to skip this one. Yeah, I almost feel like we're probably going to just skip that one there. So you're going to have to get one that takes 6 turns to do, and that gives us 3 options. So we can do Nationhood, which gives you the nation reserve, or the nature reserve, excuse me, and that will give you influence and reduce the total population. Conscription center, the custom agency, and then you'll have the home guard for the defense of your cities. And much better, as you can see. So that's really the only thing that's beneficial here at the moment for us. So probably not going to get that one just yet. Wait till it gets cheaper. 20% reduction on research quarter industry costs, fertilizer plants, which that will increase food by 10%, so pretty helpful. So might want to get the scientific method there. Mechanization, modify all industrial units industry costs, so it reduces it by 10%. Industrial silos, the sawmills, all these, by the way, do result in pollution. But yeah, you basically have, one's for industry and one for food. Okay, electricity, 20% cheaper market quarters. The coal generators, so dedicated plants for producing electricity from the burning of coal reserves are beneficial to all. And so that's going to increase, the amount of food that you get for every farmer's quarter, the amount of money for every market quarter, and so on. So that's pretty useful. And then we have the coal plants. I think we might go for electricity. That might be the most beneficial to us at the moment. That, or you could argue for the scientific method instead, since we do constantly find ourselves running into food issues. But this here, you're going to get, automatically. So, yeah, I think we should do this one here, guys. And that's going to increase, you're going to get everything. Oh, but we need nationhood. I didn't see that one was locked. All right, so we'll do scientific method instead then. Yeah, we'll just do the scientific method. Remember, we're just trying to get this tech done. Now, it's saying that it's going to take 7 turns, and that's because I already applied... Damn, that's unfortunate. I already applied some of that research to the nationhood. As soon as you select it, any, excess research you have from the last tech goes to the one you just selected. So that went to nationhood. So it is unfortunate. We could get this 1 turn quicker. But yeah, just not the best option for us. The home guard's nice to have for defensive purposes, I suppose. If we get attacked, which I assume we will get attacked. By the Brazilians. This is going to be a much different war than the previous wars that we fought. Now that did reduce it to 6 turns, so at least we got that. Yeah, this is not going to be as easy as the previous conflicts. He's got us on the tech this time. So far, every time we fought recently, I know in the beginning we were, on par with everybody else. But in all the recent wars, we've had a significant advantage over everybody. Did that guy have the ability to set up the outpost? Let me just double check on that. I thought I saw... Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay, I think it's 2,050 for the next outpost. So these guys here, we're just going to go ahead and get them upgraded real quick. Get them over to line infantry. And then these dudes here will just sit here. And we could attack them at any time. We don't have to do this. We could even send an army while another army is doing this. Here's the thing, guys. The problem is, of course, is that he's going to have that tech lead on us. And so this has given us time to build up our units, to upgrade our units. Like, we still haven't even upgraded any of these ships here yet. And I'm definitely worried about the naval war. Let's just get our influence situation dealt with, get some of these outposts taken care of. Just to letting us get everything sorted out. So these guys are going to join that army there. So we'll have 2 full-size armies here of 8 units each. You do need more defensive units in some of these territories. We have 1 for each of these areas here. I think it would be wise to get 1 in Edo and maybe 1 in our New World city as well. So they got the market quarter here. Again, just increasing that production more and more. It's looking pretty good here. 2309, not shabby at all. Let's see what we want to get next. I really feel like science... But this is not a science city, so you just don't get as much. Okay, so yeah, we're probably going to have to continue with the money then, in that case. Yeah, we'll just continue with the money, guys. We could do the science district, see if there's any... Yeah, there's not really anything to get here, guys. It's not worth it. Not when you look at how much gold you're getting, and we need gold, so... Yeah, we'll get that. And then over here in Cairo, they finish up the floating market. There are other floating markets to build, though, and I kind of feel forced into continuing these just because how much money we get for them. So, yeah, we'll probably build as many as we can while we still are able to. As far as where we're going to get this one, I guess it makes the most sense to put them here around this. So we'll put it right there, around that harbor. They have finished constructing all of their possible floating markets here, so we're done with that. Could go ahead and get, and I think we should, go ahead and get a train station over here so we can quickly get to this territory. As far as where we want it, we're going to want it where it can't be cut off as easily, and it gets you, well, you have a train station there, so that'll let you get to that administrative center. I guess they'd land somewhere over here. I suppose the benefit of putting it over here as if they landed up on these beaches, you better get to them. You can also put it here because there's a harbor there, right? Let me just double check. I believe that's harbor. No, that's a floating market, so you wouldn't be able to go in the sea there. Okay, so yeah, I think just putting it over here somewhere would be the best way to go. So you can easily get to this area here. And then we'll be done with train stations for these guys. We'll just put it right there. And then this city will be done with the train stations. So we got to finish up this battle here. We don't know where that unit is, where the knight is located.
Let's go.
Oh, there's a river here to slow us down. Nice. Alright, so let's go and get the mortar moving. Yeah, we don't want to strike the wall there. Doesn't make any sense to do that. So I just move forward here. Have these guys. Yeah, I don't even know where they're at. We might have to go look for them. I mean, once you take that flag, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know where the hell they went. Yeah, I'm not sure where they're located. I don't like us being over here on this river, though. Alright, so it's going to end a round, so although it should end. There we go. So just waiting for that knight. Yeah, he's hiding. He has no interest in fighting us, which I'm not sure if he gets destroyed. If he's pulled in a reinforcement, which he had to have been, yeah, I think he might get destroyed if we win this. I'm not sure what he's doing. We have taken the flag, though. And we still have not found that knight yet. Yeah, I don't know where he's located. Guess you can come up this way. It looks like you can go all the way through here despite the river here. Because there's a road. Oh, there he is. Alright, so we'll be able to attack him there. He'll be able to come out. Oh, that's the problem. He's in the walls here. So maybe that's not letting him come out of there.
Launching missiles.
Yeah, we'll just shoot at him. Get experience for our units. Might as well. There's no reason not to. And then have these guys. I don't want them to be attacked. I don't think you can strike him from there. We'll just move this guy forward then. Alright, so let's end the round. So he can go out and attack us at least. Alright, so that's the end. All over one damn night. So we did destroy that knight, took the city. And how much longer till he's out? He's out next turn. Okay, excellent. So we'll be able to make peace. As far as what we're going to do in that, I guess just take this city here, although, man, I don't want any more cities. We don't even have anybody to, like, quickly destroy that. I suppose you could start moving them over there, but yeah, it's unfortunate, man. We're not going to be able to vassalize them. I guess you could just take the money. But yeah, just having so many issues because of the city cap and the lack of influence. We do not earn very much influence, guys. Not as much as I typically do at this point. So this is going to be the end of the episode. Next episode, we'll be moving to the next area, guys, because we'll have that one tech done here in 6. Well, maybe not. It might not be next episode. Depends on if we can get through 6 turns or if we can reduce that some. Thus far, we've been getting like 4 or 5 turns per episode. So we might not be able to, but we're also not having any battles unless we attack him. As far as attacking him, or just take a look at that. Remember, we have to do the surprise war. We do have some demands, but it's just not high enough war support yet. It's only going up by +2 per turn right now, so it'd take a long time to get up to 80. I'm just not willing to wait, guys. So we'll likely have to do another surprise war. It's unfortunate, but we're already a level 3 trader, so it's irrelevant at this point. So yeah, I think we'll do that next episode as well. Attack them there. Well, we're still waiting to take this too. This is going to be done in 1 turn. All right, excellent. So that's nice, and that'll be one more outpost. We're just waiting to get set up. Yeah, again, influence, man. The only building we have that produces that influence, though, is like 4. You're getting like 4 influence. It's just not a lot. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be worth it to go for, though. That one thing I was talking about, though, that I never did look at, it's 5% money per alliance in all cities. So I don't know if we're getting the bonus for the vassal. Maybe. I'm not sure if you get it, because I don't know if that's considered an alliance. Probably not, actually, now that I'm looking at it. So yeah, maybe we're not getting the 5% there. But we do need an alliance to get the 5% money. It'd be really useful. So I'd like to ally with him as soon as we're able to do it without costing any influence. Well, I guess we could set up an alliance, but I think we're going to need another treaty here before we do, particularly a non-aggression pact, and not willing to use the influence, so we have to wait 2 more turns, guys. Just trying to improve opinion with him overall, get him liking us. He's suspicious right now. We need another ally, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one, and thanks for watching.